welcome to the show. It's that time of year again, ladies and gentlemen. I think the older we get, the faster time passes by. We blink an eye and it's the holiday season again. So, for those of us in the US market, we're going to look at Thanksgiving, which is coming around the corner, and talk about why turkey gets cheaper around Thanksgiving holiday. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the channel. So, without further ado, let's take a look. Retailers often don't make money off turkey, but they still make money off us. A month before Halloween, Walmart was already promoting an inexpensive Thanksgiving dinner. The mega chain announced discounts on holiday staples like green beans, cranberry sauce, and sweet potatoes, and it priced the crown jewel of the feast, a whole frozen turkey, at 88 cents per pound. It wasn't alone. Aldi announced a $47 Thanksgiving dinner for 10 people. Target offered a $20 meal deal for 4 and priced its store brand frozen turkeys at 79 cents per pound. These deals are undoubtedly good news for consumers still recovering from inflation. But grocers and retailers, which sold turkey at record high prices 2 years ago and raised food and beverage prices by 13% between 2021 to 2023, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, haven't recently caught the giving spirit of the holiday season. Some would say that's called Bidenomics, but I digress. We'll leave politics out of this. Traditional economics suggests that you should charge more during periods of peak popularity, supply and demand. A bottle of water is $5 in the city and $15 in the desert. But every year, retailers actually reduced turkey prices when demand is at its highest. Yet, they still come out on top. So how do they do it? The idea is these customers will stop in at Target, right? Buy a turkey, and then also get a new couch or new TV or something, says Chris Hydock, a Tulane University professor who studies retail pricing. Or in general, next time they go shopping, they think, hey, last time I shopped at Target, it was cheap, and I should go back to Target in the future. Delayed gratification is a game that retailers play really well. A loss feeder. I think you see what we did there. Loss leader, loss feeder. I digress. Most of the year, whole turkeys are relatively unpopular in the U.S. and relatively inexpensive. If you look at it per U.S. capita in 2023, it's cheaper than beef, chicken, pork combined. While Americans devour 101 pounds of chicken per capita last year and 58 pounds of beef, turkey consumption was only 15 pounds per person, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. But November remains the month of turkey. This Thanksgiving, Americans will consume 40 to 50 whole turkeys, or roughly 20% to 25% of the 205 million birds raised this year. And like clockwork, retail turkey prices are falling. The per pound weighted average retail price for whole frozen turkey less than £16 was $1.19 in the past week of November, down from weekly averages as high as $2.15 in September and October. Similar shifts happen every year. Retail prices for turkey typically peak in September or October and then decline in November and December before climbing again in January. Aviv Nevo, an economist professor at the University of Pennsylvania, has studied a similar phenomenon, the decline of tuna prices during Lent, when the fish is in high demand. He says turkey prices could be sliding around Thanksgiving for a couple reasons. Let's take a look. A composition effect. During high demand periods, it's possible more consumers choose less expensive turkey than in low demand periods, bringing the average price for turkey down even if stores keep prices about the same. Or price sensitivity. If consumers are paying more attention to turkey prices this time of year, retailers may realize they'll fare better by charging lower prices and selling more. But it's unlikely these retailers will make much, if anything, of turkey. The USDA calculated the average per pound wholesale price for frozen turkey this fall at 96 cents, higher than what Walmart and Target are charging. That would suggest Thanksgiving turkey is a loss leader. The retailer might want to draw consumers into the store by charging a lower price for a product, potentially even below cost, to get them to buy other items and gain on those products, Nevo said in an email interview. Think about it. In an environment where most purchases are happening online, it's an opportunity to get people into the store. I don't think people are buying turkeys on Amazon and having it delivered. I think people are going into the store to buy turkey. And while they have you there, which might be a rare occurrence in today's market of Instacarts and delivery and Amazon, we have you in the store. So while you're browsing to get a turkey, you might pick up Christmas ornaments, Christmas decorations, red pajamas, red pillowcase covers, etc. I think you catch my drift. Dineshi Gowri, a marketing professor at the University of Buffalo, says stores typically use high-frequency staples such as bread, milk, eggs, and soda as loss leaders. Consumers are likely to remember the prices of these items, right? A bottle of Coke is usually $2, but that store that you popped into had it for 99 cents. So you go back to that store every time you need Coke again. And by the way, you buy other items. That's the idea of making money off a loss leader. Do loss leaders work for retailers? One of Gowri's studies found that loss leaders are successful for retailers because they see higher traffic and higher margins overall. Just 2% of shoppers, he says, go into a store and purchase only the loss leader item. The rest fill up their grocery carts with other profit-making items. You come for bread, I sell you butter. You come for eggs, I sell you bacon. I think you get it. Plus, big brands like Pepsi and Coke often pay for major stores to reduce the prices of their products, eating the loss for the retailer. Again, it's holiday time, you'll often see a 99-cent deal for Coke, but you might buy one of their other products that you might not even know is produced or manufactured by Coca-Cola. Like any other loss leader, cheap turkey gets people into the stores to spend money on other items, increasing traffic and margins. But in other ways, it's a special case, right, Gowri says. Target is discounting its own line of turkey, so there's no payment coming from a brand name producer. Turkey is not a staple, and demand is higher than usual. Most likely, Gowri says, the retailers see cheap turkey as a temporary loss that helps to build long-term consumer habits. These consumers and retailers know this because a customer who typically doesn't go to Target or Walmart might see the discounted Thanksgiving meal, shop at the store and like what they see, and return more consistently in the future. It's a long-term gain. Similarly, the stores want to cement loyalty with their regulars and prevent them from switching to another retailer during the important holiday sales period. Remember, guys, Black Friday is on the horizon. That's when people love to shop for things they don't need, just to satisfy their hunger for getting that deal. That risk is real. Haydock, the Tulane professor, says the vast majority of shoppers split their budgets across 2 or more retailers for reasons like prices, quality of products, or convenience of transportation. Very few customers are consistently loyal with one retailer, he says. Facing the reality, Aldi, Target, and Walmart must follow each other when one does a Thanksgiving discount and hope their customers spend big on other items without asking too many questions about turkey prices the rest of the year. Sometimes they do. If you can do this now, one Aldi fan asked on the store's Facebook page, why can't you just leave the prices like this after Thanksgiving to help us have a little extra room in our pockets? But thanks anyway for offering this. Very interesting. It's a very cool thing. I've always been interested in retail strategy. Retail strategy is like investing. It's a long-time game. A retailer would rather have you in the door today to sell you an expensive item 6 months later. Delayed gratification really pays off, and once they have your loyalty, most people don't switch their grocery stores unless it's a very quick item that you need, that you see on your way to or from home, where your usual grocery store is out of the way. Otherwise, usually you're going to your grocery store to get that item. So that long-time game and long-term game of keeping the consumer, they're not thinking about the $5 they get from you today. They're thinking about the $5,000 they get from you over the year. All right, keep it locked. This is a great episode. Please like and subscribe. Head over to buymeacoffee.com/Samson King to make a small donation. Thank you in advance. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.